So you may be wondering, how do I get into this P7 club? Do I just start preaching as soon as everyone's there?
Yes.
Immediately preaching.
And have a pool to baptize people.
Just ready to go.
Ready to go. And if you don't, that's not... No, I'm just kidding.
No. So every P7 club is going to be unique, and it may be different. There's no set weight that you have to do a P7 club. Make it unique to you. You can have personality with P7 clubs. I believe, call me crazy, but I believe that you can love Jesus and have fun.
I believe that's it.
I believe that Project 7 Bible clubs should be a fun environment where people enjoy being there. And if all P7 is people come in and they sit down and they listen to you preach and then they get up and they leave, I don't know that it's as effective as it could be.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, salvation only comes through games and fun. It's not what I'm saying. Don't hear me wrong on that. But let's not forget, these are middle school and high school students. Do you just want to come to a club where someone just, speaks at you the whole time and then you leave? No, I don't want to do that. And I'm 32. So when I have a youth service, so I'm a youth pastor, and when we have youth services every Wednesday, and again, different churches, different youth groups have different personalities, and people may do stuff differently. At our youth group, we start with some sort of an icebreaker or a game or something to kind of break down the walls a little bit. And I'm not saying you have to do P7 like this, but let me tell you the power of an icebreaker or a game or something that's not inherently spiritual, but there's connectivity happening. So, especially if you have a morning P7 club. I know there's a lot of morning P7 clubs. People are walking in tired. They're walking in like it's early. They don't necessarily want to be at school early, but here they are for your P7 club. And so they kind of plop down and they're like, oh man, I don't want to be here, but here I am. If you just dive right into your lesson,
oh Lord,
I don't know if it's going to be as effective as it could be.
No.
You got to shake it up a little bit. Have some fun. Do a game, some sort of icebreaker. Right on our website, one of our resources is a list of like 500 games that you could play in your P7 club. There's hundreds of games that you could play in there. It's a way to get people interactive.
Yeah.
It's a way to get people moving. It's a way to get people kind of laughing, and even if you have an afternoon club or like after school, people are walking into that club with the weight of the day on them.
Yeah.
And so it's a way that you can break down some walls. If you can, let me just give you an example. Someone could walk in, they've got walls up, they heard your lesson, it was a great lesson, but it didn't like break through their walls that they had up, and so it didn't reach their heart. And if the silliness of a game could just break some of those walls down so that by the time you spoke,
it's open
and it reached their heart. Can God do anything? Yes. Am I saying that you have to do a game for God's Spirit to move? No. But I think this is one of those like not inherently spiritual things that we can just play a game and walls come down, and there's so much power in that. And relationally with people, this happens too. If you haven't seen someone in a few weeks or a few months, and you just like break right into like really deep emotional.
Tell me your hurts and your sorrows.
Yeah, like that.
Their hearts like
they may not be interested in doing that, but you start connecting with them and breaking down some of the walls. Then we can have those conversations, down the road. So I think that having a moment of fun and games would be really great. There are some P7 clubs that start with music, and they'll start with a worship song, and you can do that as well. But my encouragement is, as people are coming into the P7 club, throw some music on your phone. I've been to P7 clubs before where everyone walks in and it's silent and it's just kind of awkward, and people are like, when is it gonna start? When are we gonna eat the food? Make it a fun environment. There's joy in Jesus. You can have
the joy
fun.
of the Lord is my strength.
Yes, and so throw on some music, be upbeat, give people high fives as they're coming in, make it an exciting time, because I believe P7 should be exciting. Start with a game, do something interactive, do your lesson, involve people. When it's time to leave, throw the music back on again, high five on the way out, because now guess what? Next week people are going to want to come again, and they're going to bring someone. But if it was dull, dead, boring, there was no connection happening, like, okay, that was cool, but I'm not really excited about that. I'm not going to bring a friend.
Yeah.
So are games spiritual? No, but they can be, because
Yeah.
they're breaking down some physical barriers that they may have, relational barriers that they may have. So I love the idea of having, you know, a moment of fun and games in P7 clubs. And if you use one of the games on our website, send us a video of it.
Yeah.
We'd love to celebrate that. We've seen some really funny games happening, and it's like mini youth groups all over North America. They're starting with icebreakers, and it's wonderful. So get involved in it with a game in a club and have some fun with it. It's okay.
My favorite one as a youth pastor was, we played This or That. Now, this is completely free. You don't need any paper. You don't need any pen. Just go Google like 100 different opposites of each other. And my favorite was, like, this is what I started every youth service with, was This or That. And I would come with some wild stuff. Like, would you rather be eaten by a snake alive, like an anaconda, or a shark?